Man, they ain't got it like that, man. Hating when we shine, but sleeping when we grind. Make a nigga lose his mind. How you got it like that? All right, check it out. Thank you, everybody. Welcome to another segment of the Why Wait podcast, yo. And as always, I ain't got nothing less than the best guest sitting right in front of you today. You know what I'm saying? So for everybody at home who might not know who you are, go ahead and let the people know who you are. What's your name and what you do?
Ladies and gentlemen, Big Swoop has stepped in the building. It is I. You can find me at Instagram at SdoubleO_. That's S, the word double, O, _.
Now, for everybody who's just now figuring out about SdoubleO, how long have you been making music?
Honestly, I was making music like in college with my friend Brianna, the gardener. Bree the gardener, shout her out. She used to make beats and shit. My nigga Curtis, he stay out in LA right now, DBK. But they would be collabing on beats and shit, and I would just go up there and be in the crib watching them do it, and occasionally I would write. And then back in high school, I used to write poetry, so I would just transfer that energy into rapping. And at first, I wasn't really into it, this rapping. I was like, okay, this is cool. I'm more of an animal nerd, so I wasn't even on some rap shit from the beginning. So it's all new to me, but it's fun.
You got a favorite animal already?
Yeah, dragonfly.
Why is that?
They're very. Let me see. There's a couple reasons. I like. They're aerial predators. They catch shit right out of the air. They have 4 wings. My favorite number is 4. They're very aerodynamic. They can fly, cover and all that shit. So that's pretty cool. And I just like the colorways that they come in.
So from high school to this point, today, how many projects or singles do you have out as well?
Singles? Wow. Less than 20, I think. Honestly, all singles anyway. Yeah, less than 20. But I've been doing my thing here and there. So go see more of me. Go definitely see more where I got going on. I just dropped a project back in the early part of November called Rap, which is a continuation of my first project that I dropped on my birthday this year, called But What If He Did Rap? Because as I said, this won't really be my lane, but I was like, fuck it, I'm here now. So we're gonna see what
You make another ride at how I do it.
You'll have to wait to see what the next one will be called. But some of y'all know it, you know. If you don't, you don't. We're gonna figure it out.
So within the couple singles and the 2 projects, how would you, I guess, describe your sound to somebody who's maybe never heard you before?
Sound wise, I am me. You're not going. You might hear it sound similar, but as far as who you can place me as, you can't place me as nobody. I am who I am. That is me.
So if I was just now figuring out,
Wise, if we're talking, I fuck with Wayne, I fuck with Lucy, I fuck with who else? Dolph, Takeoff, R.I.P. Fuck with, yeah, he was my favorite, and so I definitely now that I'm
his favorite artist.
Nigga, I'm my favorite artist. Whatever, but yeah. Also, my nigga Zero inspired me too, for real. This nigga sent me on a crash course of rapping, on some real shit. When I graduated and got back here, we started kicking it more again, because I've known this nigga since high school. So, this 10 years in the making type shit. That's my boy, you know what it is. Always.
Always.
But, yeah, this nigga sent me on a crash course. Then my nigga Ralphie was here, bro. This nigga came in the beginning of the summer on some crazy shit. real unexpected, but that shit turned out for the better. I'm talking we're up 3, 4, 5 a.m.
rapping how to rap
like just because we can. Like he's got thousands of beats. He's making beats as we're going along. This nigga sleep in the corner, Zero sleep in the corner. We tell this nigga get up, come rap.
Nigga hop
out his sleep and snap. This is the type shit that we've been doing, bro. Like I've been working on my freestyle, like this for like I said, this music shit. I've been getting better at it, and I'm really here now. But like when I first started, bro, I was straight pen and pad. I'm writing all the time because like that's what I like to do. Like I said, I wrote poetry and shit, so like I like to visually see my bars, so I can see how I'm connecting them through the iambic pentameter, how I can connect it through the cadence, all that shit, the flows. I fuck with wordplay, I fuck with all that shit. So I try and write my shit down visually so I can see if I should use an A here or a the here or a here or something. Whatever I gotta use to get the flow that I desire.
And around everybody, I guess you've been around and listened to, who do you think influences, I guess, your sound the most?
As far like just been around, or like
even from who you listen to, maybe do you people pick up like the influence from some of your favorite rappers and people around you in your sound?
Some what? Yeah. What? You definitely gonna hear a couple of those. Shout out my nigga Uzi. But I definitely try and like, because that's another thing with rap for me. I've always felt like everybody be saying the same shit. So like, why not say the same shit, but say that shit cool?
Yeah, gotta stand out.
Figure out. And that's like another thing. Like, if you listen to my shit, usually my first bars, I'm always trying to come in with some shit like, wait, what the fuck did this nigga just say?
So if somebody never heard you before, what's your go-to song you gonna recommend for them to go check out, or project?
My project right now that I just dropped is definitely, you can see the evolution in my rapping, and that's what this whole series of projects that I'm doing is basically an autobiographical documentation of my evolution. So
Chris
I just
Angels.
want huh?
Chris Angels is
You said
definitely.
Chris Angels? Yeah, I fuck with Chris Angels. That's the last song on my last joint.
That's one without a few.
And that's a
Norfolk to Norway is crazy.
yeah, Norfolk to Norway is a good one too. I fuck with Face. That's definitely one of my favorites. But I got a bunch of unreleased shit that like I just did some unreleased shit this past week that's been going crazy. Shout out my nigga Marty. The Ain't Been Home shit, definitely gotta shout that nigga out because this nigga been going crazy with that shit. Definitely did a song for that nigga. Yeah, shout out my nigga P too, bro, from Pit Stuff too. Like niggas been going crazy with their shit. Everybody's been elevating, and I'm fucking with it. Like it's just.
So speaking of elevation, do you remember the first day you actually tried? You remember that first day you tried to start rapping?
I was with this nigga.
Let's talk about that day.
So me and Zero went to Vips, and he made that little bit say I got heat.
What? He was there for that? You almost stabbed him.
Yeah.
I know you seen that.
So yeah, I seen him like that nigga. That nigga pulled up the beat for real. Niggas freestyled that shit. That shit was crazy, and I was like, damn, I gotta go crazy. So the song I did, that shit was called Fairly Odd. Yeah. I definitely like had to reach into a different bag for that because I was like that, and then like that, yeah, because that was the first time I like tried, like I'm gonna.
And what was going through your mind? I guess once again, this is why I wait. So we're definitely encouraging people to stop sitting on your ass and do it. So what was going through your mind to say, yo, today is the day I'm gonna do it?
Nigga, I seen this nigga rap, and it was like
just that influence right there.
This nigga was going crazy. I'm like, cause we had did a song prior to, like I think did we do No Skips at Vips?
No skips? No. Wait, I
don't remember. But we did this one joke called No Skip. The bar that BK the Road beat, and
yeah, we did that at the other studio with the The drum.
Yeah. Okay, bet. Yeah. So yeah, we did a shit there, and I was fucking with it. That shit was cool, but like it was my first time rapping for real. So I was like, I was nervous, really nervous. So like, I'm trying to keep up with this nigga, and I'm not in my own lane yet. I don't know what I'm doing. I got a 0 feature. So I'm like, fuck it, we gonna go up with it. So I did that shit. Then bro invited me back to the stew. We did some shit. He did his shit. I had a little hour for my shit, did my shit. I did like 2 songs. I did the first one, the Fairly Odd shit, and I was like, alright, yeah, this one I gotta go easy. And that shit went up on SoundCloud. I got like 1,000 plays.
The first week.
So
that was the first project. I mean, the first song on my first project.
it seems like you there's nothing wrong, but it seems like you had good people around to influence you to get started, which is definitely great to have. You know what I'm saying? This sphere of people you around definitely gonna portray. Now, even moving forward, is that like the same reason you do it, or have your reasons for why you continue to do it evolved into something else?
Those are the baseline influences, so they're never gonna change. That's not gonna change at all. But as far as why I do it now because that shit's fun and I'm good at it. Like, and I'm better than a lot of niggas.
Talk your shit.
So talk about let's talk about your upbringing, past life, everything at home and personal. Was that I guess influence?
Yeah, like I grew up in the church and shit. Like, so like there was a lot of music and shit playing. I've been around music all my life. I've been around theatrics. I've been around presentation of any sort all of my life, which is ironic because I don't like it. But that being said, I've been around it all my life. I've been around music. I used to play the drums. I used to fucking dance. I used to sing. I used to do choirs and fucking miming. I used to fucking do all that shit. So like, I'm multifaceted when it comes to this art shit. Like, I can do this art shit. I can do this science shit. Like, those are my like things that I like. But music was never like you know how people can listen to music and cry and shit? I was never one of those. I was like, I can listen to music, be happy and shit, but music never has resonated with me to the point where I feel it to that degree. And I'm still to the point, I'm still not there. I'm deeper into it, but it's not to that point. Like, I love music, but I wasn't loving music the way I am now. And so because of that, I definitely feel like my love for music has grown. It's definitely become less of a hobby, more of like a thing I can really work with.
Now I noticed you mentioned like other people. Is there ever an incident or a moment you might be going in because you felt counted out or overlooked? Is that something you experienced? No.
I don't care like that.
Cause yeah, you said other people, so I was like, I wonder if there was like, you're better than
Positively. Negatively, I don't care. Like, nigga, I rap. I can do other shit. I have a day job. I just doing this shit because it's fun. Like, I enjoy it. Like, it's fun to do. And my niggas are good at it, which is like, by osmosis, I'm good at it. But not even because of them specifically, but because I was already good at it. So now I'm just surrounded by niggas that's good at it. So when all your teams is dogs, it don't really matter who's scoring. Because the team.
I like that.
So, but it don't really matter. We all gonna do this shit. My success is his success. His success is his success. His success is his success.
So even now I'm seeing you have like a lot of external influences. Is music, do you even now in the space you're in, is music gonna be like your end-all be-all, or do you allow yourself to grow into other things?
Oh, yeah, like I said, I still have, it's less of a hobby, but still a hobby. Just less of one. I now can see more of a potential of what I can do with it, rather than just like, oh, I be getting in the booth sometimes. You know, so it's like, I still want to do scientific shit. Like I said, I'm a science nerd. Got an environmental job right now.
Okay.
Like I want to be animals and shit. So like this will hopefully turn into some shit where I can like be on some like.
So it's definitely like a platform to kind of catapult you to something else. Yeah. Springboard. There you go. Let's talk about, because you said you be in the studio a lot. How much time do you spend directly working on your craft? Or maybe on a week's time frame.
Every day.
Yeah, type shit. It is an everyday thing. Like since the summertime, this past summer, I got fired from my job back in June, and like was looking for shit. But as I was looking for shit, like I said, my nigga Ralphie was here, my nigga Zero here, bro. So we got beats, we got rappers, and we had the mic at the crib. So what the fuck else do we need? Like I said, we made magic in my living room, like on some mics, like some shit y'all niggas probably never hear, and you might hear, and some of y'all have heard it. And then you know what the fuck we been talking about.
It was like hyperbolic timekeeper train.
Like, niggas really been on a crash course for success. So.
And what does success mean to you? I guess if you had to put it in a sentence, what does success mean to you?
Being able to comfortably do whatever the fuck I want. Plain and simple, that is success.
Okay. And I see you're definitely gonna reach it if you definitely stay consistent with the music. You know what I'm saying? If you stay in that studio and work every day, you definitely it'll definitely work out for success. But what about some of the indirect activities and hobbies you might have? Do you participate in anything maybe not hands on with music that helps you and influences any sort of music you do?
My life. Be in situations that shit happens. Be with these niggas. We go do some shit, and then we go to the studio the next day or two and rap about it.
So personal life is definitely a big factor in.
That's like, as far as external influences, I draw from everything.
What about life itself? Is it easier for you to make music when life is all good or when life is all bad?
Good question.
You know what's crazy? I haven't made it to a life is all bad part yet, to where I'm making music like that, or like in the space to have to do that, to make music where life is all bad. I have not been that spot. Even when I got fired, like I had the best summer. Like I had the best summer, and I didn't do shit, but hang out with these niggas and rap.
Well, you think that's more of a testament to kind of like your mental fortitude? Like, do you think you let stuff bother you easily?
Nah, cause my dad got this saying. It's crazy, cause we were just talking about dads and sayings and shit.
They always got one, don't they?
We was like, he'd say this shit called duck feathers. So the premise of it, some science here. The reason like ducks can float is because the feathers are waterproof. So it's like the water rolls off. So duck feathers let that shit roll off. So you know.
So you typically kind of just take life letting things roll off, huh?
Yeah, but it's like, you know, I definitely feel shit. But I'm not saying I'm like a robot. I'm not a robot. I definitely feel things, and I'm learning to feel things more because of like depression and shit. Like I definitely fucking have that shit. So I have to fucking navigate it, and you figure that shit out. But it's crazy because mine isn't from sadness. Mine is literally like a chemical imbalance in my brain. So it's like not like from life. It's more of just like.
And does it cause any procrastination at all?
Yes.
Okay. Of course, because it's, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, we're not perfect. You know what I'm saying? I know we got some of the best guests up here, but let's just connect with people and be human for a second and let them know, shit, it ain't always that easy. So even when I guess it's kicking in and then you finding yourself
And that's
procrastinating, yeah.
not always, but it's always. And that's what you have to be, it's always, because you always gotta regardless, life is always gonna fucking go on.
Always.
So you always,
man.
gotta keep going.
That's like your motto to kind of keep defeating procrastination.
Always times two.
Exactly. Stay always, man. Break that down one time for the people who don't understand that, man. What that mean to you when you hear it?
Honestly, founder here, right here, zero to God. It was a bar.
Yeah, I freestyled that.
Yeah, like I said, this
This shit
nigga
changed my life.
like, and it's funny because like we've influenced each other. Because before this, he'll tell you this nigga won't writing shit for real. Like sometimes he was, but like he would write more when he came around me. Because like he would do that shit because it's like it's fun. Like and he influenced me to freestyle. Like that shit is crazy. So it's like it's definitely a symbiotic relationship. We all feed from each other and everyone feeds from we all put it in the pot.
So musically, do you find? Because I see once again, I guess the underlying tone is influence, man. Watching you keep around you, right? I see you've done a lot of great things by keeping a lot of great people around you. So even with that kind of influence, do you find yourself like trying different things, or are you trying to hone into one sound for right now?
No, I'm definitely trying different shit. Like that's what I'm saying. I'm like
Different flows all over.
Y'all will see in the next one. It's gonna be a bunch of different shit. And you're gonna be like, oh.
So speaking of y'all, where are you from?
Here. Honestly, I'm from Portsmouth.
You're from Portsmouth. What's 7.5? All in all. So as far as the y'all and the 757, how do you feel? What is your opinion on the music scene here? What do you think is maybe something special about actually being an artist from the 757?
Creativity.
Yeah, creativity is definitely one of the. Everyone has a sound to them. Whether it might be influenced by some of the nigga up the street, but you've taken that sound and tried to make something of it for yourself. And like I like the Mighty Dream shit that just happened. It was just cool to see a bunch of artists, a bunch of different people just everywhere networking, seeing all this shit together. Like it was just a magical moment. Like I missed some of it because I was at work, but like when I was off, it was up.
Do you have maybe any suggestions of improvement for the music scene here?
Keep the energy that we just had going. We set a good precedent. Keep that ball rolling.
It takes having places like more creative space.
It takes having places like Space Station.
Shout out to the space station, yes.
Space Station. Shout out Slow Dive. Takes
Yes, legendary places.
places they're trying to take away, like.
So it's something they can't take away from you, right? I get it. We have a lot of history and special uniqueness here, but even you personally, what do you think is your special or unique factor to maybe explain why you're even here today or made it this far in life?
First, like, I just am.
It's just am?
Like I just do what I do. Like it's hard to explain this shit sometimes. 'Cause it's like I'm seeing it happen, but I don't know how.
So you're still figuring out that your unique sauce then.
Yeah. So it's like as I'm figuring it out, it's revealing itself to me. So ask me that in like a year.
We'll come back. And in a year time, we definitely want to see some areas of improvement as well. So even now, what are some places in your maybe personal life or career-wise you feel like you can currently improve on?
Everybody get in the gym, nigga. For real. But besides that, just watching who I keep around, watching like keeping my energy and keeping my mental state of mind in a good spot, and like, yeah. Other than that, like, I'm gonna just keep doing me, and we gonna keep making this shit shape.
And in a year's time, it's definitely gonna be another person, right? So how you be a improved version is there? There you go. We ain't gonna be nothing different. So I guess, all right. So speaking of improvements and future players, what if somebody was planning to be a rapper in 2023, right? Never did it before. What would be your A to Z blueprint on how to be a rapper in 2023?
Find who you are, but also like just do that shit. Like when you find, like, you go to the booth and record some shit, play it for your friends. Get some.
So that's step one, get in the studio.
Yeah, get in the stew and see what you got, and just release that shit and see where it goes. Cause that's what I did. Like that's literally what I'm doing. Like we got our little strategies here and there, but at the end of the day, I'm just releasing this shit because I like it.
So you kind of figuring it out as you go along.
Yes, that's what I like, bro. Yes.
So maybe the gym today is maybe, hey, you don't have to feel like you have to have it figured out. Just
do it.
Stop waiting and do step one, right? That's step one.
Just get in the booth. If that shit cool. Cause everybody can rhyme.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta make sure you can really do that shit, cause this shit is not light.
At all.
Like I said, everybody has said the same shit. So you need to be able to say that shit cooler. Or be able to just find your sound that's gonna propel you to where you're trying to get to. I'm still finding mine.
Self-mastery, it's a journey, not a destination, man. You're gonna definitely be searching forever. And even then, maybe we don't have the life answer right now, but what do you think is like the lesson in your life you've learned so far? Like maybe to answer that, I learned in my life, if I had to sum up my lesson so far, it would be you don't have to wait for something to happen and make a move. That's kind of like my life story. What do you think yours would be?
I would say, just walk with grace at all times. Walk in trying to be a good person at all times. Shit's gonna get bad sometimes. But if you walk as a good person, good will come to you. Good will come to you. It's just the way it is. If you are always and it's easier said than done, but the mentality is to always be who you are, and always be the best you.
You have a personal example, maybe that you seen where that was the truth?
I don't think it's a person. Look at it like a bag.
What do you mean?
Like just a time where you see, okay, being a genuine good person can actually take you somewhere.
Oh, I just see that in the shit that we're doing right now. Like, bro, we done dropped a movie. I done had a release party. Like, my nigga Bray up in New York came down, AJ that shit for me. Shout out my nigga Baby Oil. But, like, niggas is everywhere doing everything all at once. You know. But, so, it's just a perpetual motion of up.
It's just up. Once you beat up with somebody, it's just up from there.
It's like, bro, like, chemical reactions. We are all our own elements coming together to create this explosion of energy. This result. The result is success. Whatever that means for him, whatever that means for you, whatever that means for you, whatever it means for him.
So to the people at home, what advice would you give to anybody, I guess, chasing success and a dream?
No bullshit, bro. I'm breaking my team down. Figure out your step one, because everyone's step one is different. Like, some might be acquiring some money to do something, some might be acquiring the courage to go ask for this opportunity. Figure out your step one. Once you figure out your step one, step two is following shortly.
I hope y'all heard that, man. If you ain't heard that, you ain't figured out your step one. Go find out your step one and come holler at us. You know, because we done watched SdoubleO take it from step one and step 0, and here we are today. And it didn't happen by chance. It didn't happen because he sat around, waited, made things happen, and stayed down and stayed consistent. So I'm definitely grateful to have had you here today. I believe it was a beautiful conversation. In closing, I guess if you want to go ahead and once again tell people your name, your social medias, and what you got coming up, and where they can find you at.
All right. Start from the back of the way. You can find me at SdoubleO_. Hit me up. Down to do features. Down to do content more podcasts. First one, books. Why wait? As far as music wise, y'all know me as Swoop. Big Swoop. But as far as new shit, I don't got no new shit right now. Go listen to my shit that I just dropped. But
And what's that called? Tell me.
And then it's you, right?
Maybe he does rap.
November 28th.
So, you'll understand after you get through that. Oh, shout out my nigga Ronan. And I'm gonna say this because I definitely fucked up on Apple Music and forgot his song. So if you have SoundCloud, the whole tape is on SoundCloud. Apple Music is forgetting a song called N.R.G. So it's on Apple Music. It's just a single. Go run that too. Shout out my nigga Ronan Info because he did that shit. I got a bunch of shout out my nigga Willie G. Shout out my nigga Wise. That nigga had a beat for me on that shit. Yeah, first one.
Man, I hope he's listening to this.
Yeah, I hope you are.
So he's been mentioned a few times. We might have to do a sit down with him next. Yeah, we might have to do a sit down.
Imperative. But yeah, who else? My nigga Swan Nasty. What's good, cuzzo? Hope you see this shit too. My nigga Cam Carson. You too, boy. I'm seeing y'all niggas, y'all doing y'all shit. Definitely trying to work with niggas more. But yeah, send me beats. If you DM me, I'll send you my email and shit. I like Orthodox beats and shit. So have fun with it. Shout out my nigga Ralphie too. He's back in town. Be here. So, hey Ralphie. You know, he got the beats too, so if y'all need beats, please hit him up. Y'all gonna hear a lot more beats from this nigga, and I promise they are disgusting. So, and he can make them too, so like, if you want a personalized shit, hit him up, or hit any one of us up. KTG, Zero to God. We can place you in contact with this nigga Ralphie, and he will get you. One more shout out. I cannot forget my nigga YNG Lil Mata.
Hell yeah.
What? I thought I was gonna forget about you, my nigga? No. Not at all. What? But yeah, that nigga was on my tape and shit too. My nigga Zero was on that shit. We got a video out called 8-Bit. That shit's hard as a bitch. It's in my bio. So go fucking follow me on Instagram at the word double.
We better talk. And I personally had to have
And there it is. We'll see y'all in the next segment. Don't wait. Why?